Thank you to all of our sponsors: the Comfort Area Foundation, Calibri Magic, America Reclaimed, Hotel Giles, Singing Water Vineyards, Das Greenhouse, and everyone who supports comfort in building Texas.
Thank you, Brian and Sarah Kleinwachter, for joining us today and at America Reclaimed, which is a new business, relatively new business in comfort. And I really wanted to sit down with you and understand present-day comfort. What does that look like for the business environment? What do you look for in customers? And how are people finding Comfort Texas? So thank you all very much for being here and joining us today.
Thank you so much. We're excited to be here and to be a part of this with you.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about what is America Reclaimed and what would people expect when they got here?
Go for it.
You know, America Reclaimed is a family-owned and operated business here in Comfort, Texas. And we have, me and Sarah have a long history in antiques, restoration, really using antique and architectural items from around the country and making them into new type furniture items, as well as our construction company that is housed out of here too. We just love salvaging and repurposing and reusing things. It's really the best way to go green. I mean, these buildings are coming down regardless for the most part, and we're repurposing and reusing them. So, we're so blessed to find this great location here in Comfort, and we're in the old historic lumber yard that's been here since the 1930s. So it's such a perfect place to house and do what we do best.
Well, I appreciate, for the theme of restoration, restoring the historic lumber yard and really putting love into this entire block that you have. It's a lot of space, but as we walked through and talked about it, it was unused for decades. Now, what I really like about your story is you stumbled into Comfort a little bit. You were looking at Fredericksburg.
We were.
And then you remembered an experience in Comfort, so you stopped and looked around. What did you find when you stopped in Comfort, Texas?
When we came to Comfort, like you said, we definitely knew about Comfort, but did not anticipate coming down to 87 and all of a sudden being reminded of just the nostalgia that's here, but also just the quaintness of Comfort. And when we called on a piece of property and were told about the lumberyard, we were standing maybe 100 yards from it and had no idea that it even existed. And so you couldn't even see it, that was here. And so we literally were excited to see a piece of history that we were going to get to take part in bringing back to life, which is what we've spent the past 4 years doing. So,
well, in 4 years, I see you've opened up a beautiful showroom for furniture items, and then as you go further back, it becomes the restored hardware. I see doors, all kinds of fixtures and other items. But then you've recently opened a lounge, which sounds out of character for what we're talking about, but I think it fits beautifully into what you're trying to do in Comfort. What is the purpose of the lounge?
It does. It also fits perfectly as you get to know Brian and I. We really were trying to develop a destination that we would want to go to. What's the kind of place that we enjoy seeing and having? And that's, the lounge kind of serves several purposes. One, it gives more of a destination, for people to come to Comfort, not just to our business, but to Comfort in general. But it also provides an opportunity for musicians to have a place to showcase their talents. We have a lot of talent here in the Hill Country, and we just provided another spot for them to come and to be able to show everyone that. And then it also gives just the public in general a place where they can come and hang out and enjoy the evenings here. Comfort is such a quaint, just beautiful community, and this is another part of what hopefully is going to add to that.
I think of Comfort as an artisan's retreat because you can come find really beautiful art galleries and artists. We have some storied people that have done amazing creative work, but then the musician community that you call out. But when I think about comfort, I wouldn't think of live music outside of maybe Singing Water or Bending Branch. They're all destinations in their own right. So when you come to comfort, look through this really eclectic view of what the Texas Hill Country can be. And then you were talking about somebody building a tiny home, but building it in the theme of a 100-year-old house.
Yeah.
So in your construction business, are you seeing a drawback towards that historic cabin?
Well, yeah, there's, not everybody wants to do what we love to say, as far as the historical preservation and restoration. But our specialty, we have worked with old woods, old doors, old flooring. We are so good at finding those special pieces and building them into the homes, and we have a niche for it. We have a background of doing this for about 20 years of building unique structures, everything from silo houses to tree houses to tiny homes. We've restored a barn here locally. We took an antique barn that was falling down and we turned it into a house. So no project are we scared of. We actually call it a challenge, and we love working with customers who get our vision with preserving and using these restoration and these salvage products.
Well, in talking about your customers, that's an important conversation that we're having in Comfort today, is how do you get people off the highway and into comfort? And I believe you do a great job of giving them a reason to stop. Yeah. But how do you go out and market? How are you attracting customers to America Reclaimed today?
Our marketing has been a daily progressing, thing that we've had to do. So not knowing exactly what to expect is because we're new to comfort.
Yep.
And we've only been open now almost 3 years. And so we do everything and take a wide variety. And what that means is we can't just take one approach. We do everything from social media to hit those that are into social media. We do magazine advertisements to hit those that truly enjoy reading. We do radio advertisements for those that are, enjoy listening to the radio throughout the day. But on top of that, we also build the marketing base off of our customers that come through the door. Not only just telling them about events we have coming up, but adding them to email lists and doing monthly newsletters and things along those lines as well. So really, we try to leave no stone unturned. We do everything that we possibly can. And we do have the mentality of if we can get them just to comfort alone, they're going to find something they love here, whether it's in our store or one of the other businesses that are here, because it's not difficult to love what you find here in comfort in general.
Well, and I appreciate you saying it that way, because it's an initiative that we're really putting together to bring more people to comfort and tell the bigger story of comfort today, because it is easy to stay on the highway and Bernie to Kerrville, San Antonio to Kerrville. Even 87 going through town, I've met people that say, I went through comfort, I didn't see anything. But it's business owners like you that are putting in the marketing dollars, that are putting in the effort and the time to attract, and I believe you'll have repeated customers. So you have destination customers that come to you do they come from all over the state?
They do, and sometimes even from out of the state.
Oh, wow.
That's one thing our marketing has really attracted, even those that are out of the state that are excited to come and see, just the life that we've put back into the lumberyard, but also this cute town that they hear about called Comfort, Texas. So,
and in the past, I think we've spent a lot of time talking about events, and there's holidays and capturing that tourism market. But when I think about a business like this, you're getting every weekend. You're getting the people that are coming out into the Hill Country looking for products like yours or an experience like yours. So when I think of the lounge and the tiered platform out into live music, where do you see that progressing your business over the coming years?
To be honest with you, we did not do events for about the first 6 months of our business being opened. After that, we decided to try and host some events here and have found that those are some of our most successful weekends. Whenever we do host, whether it's live music, whether it's something special such as a Mother's Day event, Father's Day event, things along those lines, people are looking for fun things to do with their families, with their spouses, with friends. And we have found that if we can offer that as a whole, whether it's in our community or at our business, it's going to attract the people that want to come in and share the experience with us.
The other thing that we talk about often in the area is the workforce. We have a great school system. We have kids coming out of Comfort ISD, and we're really close to Kerrville, so we're seeing that as well. What has your experience been coming into Comfort and finding help?
Pleasantly surprised. I mean, we have found just great people eager to work. I mean, when they see what we do here, it's a very unique place to work, obviously. And, there's, I know we're good bosses.
Yeah.
So once they get here and we really take care of our employees, we really cherish the work people put into, because we know how hard it is, to work every day and go to work every day. But that's important to us. But, we've had great luck here in Comfort. There's just a great core of people here locally, and we've had everybody from high school kids on up to, people as, in their 50s, 60s working here. And we've had very good luck with that. So
As you continue to build your business, what do you see the next evolution? We're talking about the lounge that's opened up in the last month that we're really excited to go spend time in. But where do you see yourself progressing as we go through the summer and into next year?
The best way to answer that is Brian and I are constant visionaries, meaning every day, even when we're in the middle of building something, we're talking about that next step. So you don't always know exactly what that's going to be, but we know it's going to keep progressing. But what I can say is this week alone, we finished our outdoor music venue, which was built off of an old truck. And so just that alone is going to just start this Saturday. I mean, literally this coming Saturday, we have this brand new outdoor music event center that's going to be available for musicians, but it's also just a great place to hang out in Comfort. That way, if you're making the hour, 2 hour drive, you can spend the whole day here and enjoy, But we do have a lot of plans. We have a lot of everything from the lounge developing and having its own wine club to, possibly even having just more opportunities to stay here in Comfort within our location and things like that. So we're excited. I mean, we keep constantly, we keep ourselves on track and moving forward because we want to see not just our business grow, but we want to see the more, people be more attracted to what we have to offer in Comfort and as a whole for the entire town.
Yeah, and I think, besides our lounge, which is our newest venture here, really what has started all this, and our background is really unique home furnishings, truly stuff that you're not going to see at many shops in the country, with this mix of what we carry here and just we care about every single piece we bring in here, so that's, I think, the story. And the other wonderful thing about it's housed in this historic lumberyard, so when you come in here, you're going through a piece of local history. You can see what Comfort was 34, really 60, 70 years ago. And we know the history. So if you come in here and ask us, we can let you know. We got to meet the Schwahams, who started this whole block, which is a really special family here that have been around. They're still here in this town. And they were, one of the true pioneers of building a lot of the homes in Comfort. So, there's so many great people like that in town that we always have a great opportunity to meet, hear their stories, and that's the coolest, one of the coolest parts of it, right?
We celebrate the heritage, and we talk about how Comfort was formed and the free thinker, the independent mindset.
Yeah.
The inverse of that, and I think what made that successful, is the community mindset alongside of it. So as you bring people in here and as you bring your live music in and grow that part of your business, I'll remind everyone that those people walk out of here and they walk into the stores across the street.
Absolutely.
They go down to High Street and get food and other things there. So it really is a team sport when it comes to rural business, because you're attracting a customer out here. Yeah. And then they can sit here for a long time, but they're going to get gas at the gas station. Right. They're going to support in other ways that really is exciting to see people take a full circle back to it's always been a destination town. And then how do we keep people here and spending money here? your live music. What type of music are you going to be bringing?
Sure. Right now we have music every Friday and Saturday, and it's local musicians, I'd say ranging from the Austin area on down through Kerrville, Hunt area. So, but it's a lot of everything. It's a mix, but we do have some folk music that comes in. We do have some country. We've even had some Christian music that's come through. We also offer just your typical, individual bands that want to come out and we do we do an open mic night that starts next week. And so really just trying to keep that open. Our son is actually one of our musicians. He does classical piano pieces. So it's just a lot of fun to sit in there and we really try to keep it background so that you can still enjoy yourself and have a great conversation while enjoying, a really good glass of wine and munching on a great tapas. So.
And you're open later in the evening, which I really appreciate your commitment to doing that.
Yeah.
Because it is, you bring somebody here, you need to stay open long enough for them to enjoy the full experience. So thank you all for doing that and really putting into it.
Thank you.
Looking around the community, what is a call to support? What is something that you think Comfort can really be putting back into itself to see success for everyone?
I think just a sense of teamwork. I think getting all of us business owners always together and trying to just come up with the best plan of attack to just make this the best, experience possible when they come to Comfort. Us as business owners, we want to see everybody do well. The better everybody does, the better we all do. And that's just working together, and just communicating, that long-term vision for our community.
Well, Sarah and Brian, thank you so much for the way that you're building Texas, and particularly the way you're building Comfort. I think you're setting a new expectation for what you can do with this much land, and it always amazes me how you can convert that into revenue in so many different ways. Y'all have chosen some exciting ones, and live music's going to be greatly appreciated here in town.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Our lead sponsor, the Comfort Area Foundation, Colibri Magic, Hotel Giles, America Reclaimed, Singing Water Vineyards, and Das Greenhouse, and so many others who have contributed to building a bright future for Comfort, Texas. To learn more, visit our website, buildingtexasshow.com. You can also connect with us on Facebook at Building Texas.